buddy.
World's most spoiled husband.
Yeah, buddy.
Good morning, everyone. It is 5:35, and Robert and I are having our first cup of coffee together. Usually I'll only have one cup of coffee in the morning. Robert will have two. And I have this thing of water. I'm going to try, it's like 34 ounces. I'm going to try and drink that mostly before we start our workout. So I have to drink my water, and I have my coffee. My coffee has heavy cream in it. I'm still drinking decaf. We are currently, tomorrow we will be 23 weeks pregnant. So today I'm going to go through what I eat in a day, because it's been a while since I've done one of these.
Been a while. We're going to start doing more vlogs, y'all, so get ready.
Robert always says that, but I am determined to make it a true statement. I really miss doing the vlogs. I feel like people miss the vlogs. So
let us know if you miss the vlogs. Let us know if you hate the vlogs and you don't like them at all and you're glad we haven't done them. But let us know.
I think a nice mixture of like the Keto Savage Kitchens, the AMAs, the vlogs. I think it's all great. So today is a full day of eating at almost 23 weeks pregnant. Started off with a decaf coffee with some heavy cream. See you in a bit. All right, so it is about 6:45. We're gonna head to the gym, and I have been getting a little bit nauseous in the morning, only if I do not eat a little something before my workout. So I have like a handful of almonds. Salted these myself. Don't get the ones with the junk at the store. So I'm gonna have a handful of almonds. That way I don't get sick within my workout. We're gonna go work out and then have the morning meeting with the crew. So we'll check in with you then. Alright guys, so we just finished our workout. I got my eggs, I just warmed them up. There is 5 pieces of eggs in here. I cooked it in a thing of butter and put some cheese on top. Now we're going to do the morning meeting with the crew. I usually eat this with the crew morning meeting. So we're gonna do that. It's about a little after 8 o'clock. Got the crew over here. Say what's up. Hello, hello, hello.
What up?
Gotta make this a good Lady Savage vlog. Hello.
Hello.
All right, we're gonna.
Live this, Dylan. Show us what you got, man.
All right, we're gonna have a meeting, and I'll check in with you guys after a little bit. All right, guys. So it is about 10:45. Robert and I have got to head to a meeting in Fayetteville, so I'm gonna grab this to go. But I had already prepared a yogurt earlier this morning. It's just regular dairy yogurt with some protein powder inside. I don't always advocate for having a protein powder in your diet, but I do love the way it tastes inside my yogurt. That's why I do it, but I make sure to have plenty of actual meat in my diet to get in most of my protein. Also, this is a little bit higher protein than fat, so I'm also going to pair it with the keto brick. I'm gonna have a half of a keto brick today. I'm gonna have a quarter of it right now, and then a quarter of it when I come back and have the sausage and chicken that I'm gonna show you guys in just a little while. So quarter of that with the keto brick, 10:45. It's gonna be good. All right, guys, I'm just here to catch you up. It is 1:48 in the afternoon. On our way back from our appointment in Fayetteville, we decided to stop by and get us a little drink. So I got a passion iced tea with heavy cream and sugar-free vanilla. I try to stay away from the sweeteners, but every once in a while sounds pretty tasty. So I got one of those. It's really hard to figure out how much heavy cream and things that they put in your drinks. Luckily right now, I'm not really tracking a lot. My whole goal is to track all of my food, or the majority of my food, up until dinner. I have like minimums that I want to hit, and I will share all of those macros with you guys later. I'll share the macros at the very end of the video of like what I got for the day. However, I like to hit a certain amount before I even have dinner. That way, like, I know if I have a light dinner, if I have maybe something that has a little less or a little bit more proteins or fats or whatever, I know exactly how much I can have leeway. And it's really just because I want to make sure I'm passing a certain amount of fat and passing a certain amount of protein. So that's my whole goal. So I try to hit those before dinner hits. So that way if dinner is just enjoyable, I don't have to like try and track anything. And mostly just to make sure that I'm staying healthy and happy for the pregnancy, and making sure that my body has enough protein and things like that to fuel both my workouts, growing the baby, and just recovery in general. So that's kind of my goal. It's why I'm not worried about really measuring that right now. If I was cutting or in a different phase of life, then maybe I'd be concerned about it, but one extra drink is not going to throw me off. I'm just trying to slowly, steadily increase my weight as the baby grows. It's been really great so far. I think we're up 11 pounds and we're almost to week 23 tomorrow. So we're doing good. We're staying on track. So that's where we are for now. Here in just a little bit, I'll go eat some of the meat, but I'm gonna wait for Robert to get off of his call so we can eat lunch together. So I will check in with you guys in a little bit. All right, guys, I am a total space cadet, and I got on the phone with my sister, got real distracted, but also hungry, and warmed up my food and started eating it, ate the whole thing while I was on the phone with her, and completely forgot to record it all. So gotta do that tomorrow. I've been eating the same thing every day for lunch, so I'm just gonna bring my lunch tomorrow and film that and put that over exactly what I'm about to tell you guys, because I'm gonna tell you what it was. So I got 4 ounces of chicken. There's no seasoning or anything on it. Just stuck it in the air fryer. Probably will put a little bit of barbecue sauce on it or something like that. Primal Kitchen barbecue sauce, of course. And then I also have about 200 grams of sausage. It's a Peterson Farm sausage, and I love a ton of mustard on it. It's so good. So I'm gonna have those 2 things. Oh, I already ate them, but now you guys have footage of what I actually ate. And I'm gonna have the other quarter of the keto brick. I have it right here. Started eating that earlier, and I'm just gonna eat the other quarter to make it a full half a brick that I've eaten today. And then I'll show you guys dinner later on today, and then show you all the macros that I ate. So sorry that I was not thinking when I ate that, but your girl was hungry apparently. So I'll check in with you guys at dinner time. All right, so we are home. I am warming up the skillet. I'm going to make some of this chicken. It's pork rind crusted chicken. We are actually going to we're gonna make a video coming out on that soon on how to make this chicken, or how I exactly make this chicken. And it is delicious. It's one of our favorites. And then I'm also making some bacon Brussels sprouts. It's gonna be delicious. If you guys notice, I have had chicken twice today. That is pretty irregular for me, but I wanted to show you guys this little list I got going on. This is all the meals that we are going to be having for the next week or two, or 2 weeks on this board, and I have tried to change it up between pork, beef, venison, lamb, chicken, etc. Just so happens that we're having chicken twice today. I had some for lunch. So this cauliflower bowl had pork in it. The salad had venison. We had venison roast, panko chicken. We're having venison, chicken, steak. This is going to be a mixture of beef and pork, venison and beef, pork tenderloin. So I do try to change it up every day to try to figure out a variety of different things that we can enjoy. But just so happens I'm having chicken twice today. And I am going to cook this in a lot of grease. So It's not going to be as lean. Just because it's chicken doesn't mean that it wasn't cooked in oils or adding oils to it, etc., etc. So I'm going to finish trying to cook this up and I'll show you guys it at the very end. All right, this is what we got. These got a little bit hot sitting over there, keeping warm while I finish the chicken. So they got a little crispy, but it all looks pretty good.
Smells pretty good.
Robert, what did you say when I was cooking this?
I like this meal. It's one of my favorites.
Yeah, he said he couldn't wait for dinner because
That's right.
he's excited about it. We're also probably going to put a little bit of this Primal Kitchen ranch on there because it's delicious that way. So we're going to dive in, then I'll talk to you guys about my macros. All right, so we're finishing off the day. That was the last meal. Should be pretty good to go on macros food. I feel comfortably full, not overly stuffed, nothing. Feeling really good. So wanted to go over my macros with you guys. My macros before I started dinner, I told you guys earlier that I really like to hit a certain amount of proteins, fats, carbs, whatever, before I actually have my dinner meal. That way I know for certain that I will have enough calories, enough protein, all that to have a functioning, great, healthy body. So before dinner, I had 164 grams of protein, 185 grams of fat, and 18 grams of carbs. That's 2,393 calories. And my goal for protein is really about 160 or higher. So I was at the 164. That was perfect before dinner. That's my goal, is like 160. And my fat is always the same thing, 160 or higher than whatever my protein is by at least 10 grams. Carbs, that's really, a lot of those carbs are just coming from the yogurt, some from the keto brick, some from the eggs, some from the yogurt, or from the heavy cream. So they tend to add up just by little things, but we were at 18 there. Then after dinner, my total calories and macros for the day was 228 grams of protein, 246 grams of fat, 30 grams of carbs. That is 3,249 calories. My average,
Dang, that's a lot of calories.
My average, I would say, lately has been about, Robert, you're so mean.
You eat more than me.
My average calorie intake, I think, has been, like, on the days that I've been tracking and trying to figure out what I'm actually eating most days, is probably about that. Maybe around 2,800 calories is a little bit more normal for me. There are some days where I'm just really not that hungry, maybe a little bit more nauseous or something like that, and I don't get in as many calories, but I try to get in my calories pretty regularly so that I'm not having all of these huge fluctuations and things like that. So always a minimum of 160 grams of protein. Again, the same thing for fat, always higher fat than protein. And then my max for carbs really is 30. I don't really go above that. I think there was like 1 week in my first trimester that I went to 35. But I really just try to keep it below 30, and it's all with like whole foods or keto brick or yogurt or whatever, veggies and stuff like that. So that is it. That is my macros for the day. That is a full day of eating. I could probably do a bunch of these because I tend to switch up my meals often. As you guys saw the list on our wall, dinners always switch up. Usually lunches and breakfast kind of stays about the same, but that's it. That's all the excitement I have for you guys for today. So I'll check with you guys. I'll talk to you guys later.